I'm sure we all know what self care is, or at least we know what it is shown on the internet. But is that what self care truly is? Hi, I'm Delu. Nice to meet you, and be very welcome to my cozy space on the internet. And today I want to discuss the topic of self care. So get comfy, grab your favorite snack, your cup of tea, your cup of coffee, and let's discuss the topic. If you look up the definition of self care on Google, it reads self care is the practice of taking action to preserve or improve one's own health, physical, mental, emotional health. There is a second definition that, in my opinion, aligns better with the explanation I want to give on self care today. The practice of taking an active role in protecting one's own well being and happiness, in particular during periods of stress. But in today's society, it is almost impossible to define anything without having to relate it with social media. I'm sure we all have seen self care videos on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And if you search up hashtag self care, most of the videos that pop up are self care vlogs, self care routines, and all of those vlogs and routine are primarily focused on our physical appearance, such as self-care video routine. Videos that show us an extensive skincare routines where you put on 7 different face masks, 10 serums. You do a deep and extensive body care. You wash your body with 10 different products. You exfoliate. You how do you say that in English? And not to forget the hair care. I mean, my hair needs a lot of care, but the point of it is just to extensively take care of our appearance. And as much as it is important to take care of our appearance, I believe that the concept of self care has been just summarized and focused on the physical aspect of it. And don't get me wrong, I was just as much of a victim of thinking that self care means only taking care of our physical appearance. And it is important, but there is more to that. So, Telu, what is self care actually? So, I've been thinking about this for the longest time since I had no choice but to make a deep reflection on what self care is. And for me, self care is just taking care of ourselves, obviously. And it is just the ability to show love to ourselves in any type and in any form. Listening to what your body tells you. It is also prioritizing yourself when you need to. Self care is creating a love language for yourself, telling yourself that you're worth it, telling yourself that you're gonna make it. Self care is constantly fighting for what you want for, it is constantly fighting for what you believe. Self care is defending yourself in any kind of situation. What I'm trying to say is that self care is you showing to yourself that you matter. Self care can come in any form. What it is important about self care is that you find what works best for you in any moment. When I was doing my research, because I didn't research much, I just wanted to share my opinion. I found a website with a list of things on what self care is, and I found a lot of them really interesting. So I'm gonna read a bunch of them to you. Self care is looking after your own well being, is having a good balance with work and personal life. And I believe this one is really important because right now life is hard and I can tell you about it because it's been a lot. It's been hard for me and it's been hard for everyone. Well, not everyone. Not everyone. Let's just clear that up. But I believe that we only live once. We have to find balance between work enjoying our existence, enjoying other existence, just enjoying life in general. Self care is taking time for yourself, doing things you enjoy, making room for your hobbies, making room for any passion that you want to work on. And me, myself, I should not be talking about this because I do not know how to do that. But I'm trying to make room for anything that I have a passion on because that's what self care is, doing something purely for yourself, being conscious of your well being. Self care is bigger than having a long bath or a Netflix day. It is eating healthy, exercising, getting enough sleep, setting boundaries, putting things in place so that you don't have to feel the need to recharge so often. Anything that does your well good, that benefits your own health, physically, mentally, personally, career life, anything that you can do to make yourself feel better is self care. I also want to add that self care should not be something to focus entirely on disconnecting on one day and just that. That is also self care. That is good. Making room to disconnect, to take a long bath, watch Netflix, that is also good. But self care shouldn't be something that we do occasionally. Self care should be something that we do on our daily basis because standing up for ourselves is also self care because it's defending yourself. It's making sure that you set boundaries to other people so they don't take advantage of you. I'm sure all of you have probably seen other videos on this topic, and I'm also sure that you might have the same opinion as me on self care, but I've just discovered this recently, and since social media has a huge impact on ourselves, we can be deceived on thinking that some things are just one thing specific. So I just want to share my opinion in hopes that you maybe feel related to that. And maybe when you're in a situation that you might feel you're not taking care of yourself, think, oh, but I just did that for myself. So I'm taking care of myself and realizing that that is just showing yourself love. I hope I made myself clear and not I didn't make it too hard for y'all to understand what I'm trying to explain, since I tend to yap a lot, but that's what I'm really good at. Thank you very much for watching my video. I'm sorry if the editing is gonna be sloppy because it's my first time editing a talking video, but I don't want this video just to be my opinion. I want this to be a discussion between you and me and you. I want this to be a very much feedback conversation. Make sure to share your opinion and your thoughts on this topic. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, because I want to read your thoughts on the topic and I want to learn more about the topic too. So make sure you comment down below. If you like the video, just give it a thumbs up and we'll see each other again. Bye bye.